Hades 2 is finally coming to console, and this might be one of the best games you played this year. Hades 2 is an action-packed isometric roguelike where you fight your way through procedurally generated chambers on a mission to defeat Kronos, the Titan of Time. You play as Melinoë, the princess of the Underworld, tasked with taking down the Mad Titan as he wages war against Olympus. Along the way, you'll battle hordes of lost souls, wield powerful weapons and magic, cast incantations, and receive divine boons from the gods of Olympus, growing stronger run by run as you push deeper towards your goal. Like most roguelikes, the core gameplay loop in Hades 2 revolves around pushing through increasingly difficult rooms as you make your way towards powerful bosses at the end of each area. Each attempt is different, with procedurally generated chambers that constantly change how you approach every encounter. Along the way, you'll discover a wide range of upgrades and resources, new ability, currency, crafting materials, and powerful boons that steadily shape and strengthen your build. Every choice matters, and each run gives you new ways to grow stronger as you descend deeper and face tougher challenges. Over time, these upgrades stack together, letting you refine your playstyle and push further than your last attempt, turning every run into a step towards victory. Before starting a run, you'll return to the Crossroads, a central hub area that serves as the base of operations for the Rebellion in Hades 2. This is where all your long-term progression comes together. You spend meta currency on permanent upgrades, but also build and refine your Arcana loadout, which acts like a customizable set of passive bonuses that shape how each run plays out. Through incantations, you unlock new systems, progression paths, and gameplay features that steadily expand what's possible as you progress. You'll also interact with a growing cast of characters, learning more about the world while strengthening relationships that can unlock additional rewards and progression systems over time. In between runs, you'll prepare your loadout, swapping weapons, experimenting with different playstyles, and setting yourself up for your next attempt deeper into the Underworld. Combat in Hades 2 is phenomenal, and a major step up from the first game. The gameplay feels more deliberate and slightly slower paced, forcing Melinoë to focus more on spacing and strategic positioning rather than just dash spamming and rushing through enemies. You have a basic attack for quick damage, a special attack that often functions as a wide area or range option, and a cast that helps control enemies by slowing or trapping them when things get too hectic. You also have a dash allowing for quick movement, and when held down, allow you to sprint, a new mechanic introduced in Hades 2. On top of that, each of these abilities also has Omega versions. Charge attacks that deal massive damage at the expense of a new feature known as magic. In some cases, Omega moves completely change how the ability functions, opening up even more ways to build and fight. So, managing your magic meter and knowing when to use Omega moves is important. Just like in the previous games, there are multiple weapons to choose from, each with its own strength, weaknesses, and a surprising amount of depth to explore. On top of that, each weapon also has a different aspect that meaningfully change how you play, allowing for even greater build variety than before. You can also use keepsakes, which provide unique passive buffs or utility upgrades alongside the new Arcana system, a customizable set of passive abilities that you unlock and upgrade using materials found during your runs. Together, these systems let you shape each run in completely different ways. Each run takes you through randomized rooms filled with increasingly difficult waves of enemies. The enemy variety is excellent and keeps you constantly adapting. Some enemies excel in close combat, others pressure you from range, some require smart use of your cast to trap or control them efficiently. To further support your runs, the gods of Olympus will bless you with powerful boons. Upgrades that not only increase your damage, but completely change how your abilities function. When choosing a boon, you'll typically select from multiple options, each varying in rarity, with higher rarity options offering stronger or more impactful effects. You also come across a variety of other resources during your runs. Centaur Hearts increases your maximum health, magic upgrades and expands your ability to use Omega attacks, and Gold lets you purchase items from Charon and other vendors along the way. On top of that, you'll find different materials that help enhance your character, not just during a run, but also through long-term progression back at the Crossroads. Boss battles are just as incredible and intense as they were in the first game, if not even more so. Each boss feels distinct with their own mechanics, attack pattern, and phases designed to challenge you in different ways. These fights aren't just about dealing damage, they test your awareness, positioning, and ability to adapt under pressure. Every boss has a unique way of trying to take Melinoë down, whether it's overwhelming you with relentless attacks, controlling space, or forcing you to react quickly to sudden changes in your patterns. Success comes from learning their movesets, recognizing attack tells, and identifying the small windows where you can safely strike back. As the fight goes on, many bosses evolve or become more aggressive, pushing you to stay focused and adjust your strategy on the fly. They're challenging, rewarding, and often the true test of how strong your build and your understanding of the game really is. Runs in Hades 2 are incredibly well paced, making it easy to complete multiple attempts within a single hour. The game really respects your time, even allowing you to save mid-run so you're never locked into long sessions. Because of that, it becomes very hard to put down. The quick pacing, constant progression, and satisfying gameplay loop creates that classic just one more run feeling, and more often than not, that one run turns into several before you even realize it. Story is a major focus in Hades 2, and in many ways, it builds on what made the first game so compelling. As mentioned before, your main goal is to put an end to Kronos' war and ultimately take your revenge. But the journey there is just as important as the destination. The more you progress and succeed in your runs, the more the story unfolds. You slowly gain a deeper understanding of the world, the characters around you, and even the bosses you face. Each encounter feels more meaningful as you start to learn who these characters are and why they're fighting. A big part of that comes from your time back at the crossroads. Between runs, you'll interact with a wide cast of characters, chatting with them, giving them gifts, fishing, and even taking part in more personal moments that help flesh out their personalities and relationships. It adds a layer of connection that makes each run feel like it's pushing the story forward, not just the gameplay. And yeah, there are definitely some memorable scenes in there, but honestly, it fits the tone. It's Greek mythology, everyone's dramatic, powerful, and apparently very attractive. That said, one thing to note is that some character storylines don't feel quite as deep or as fully developed as they did in the first game. While you still get to know the cast and their motivations, a few arcs can feel a bit cut short or lacking a satisfying resolution. Even so, the writing, characters, and overall presentation are still incredibly engaging, and they do a great job at keeping you invested run after run. What I like most about Hades 2 is just how smooth, responsive, and varied the combat feels. It's seriously addictive. Every weapon feels great to use, and experimenting with different boons to see what works best with each one has been an absolute blast. Even when you don't get the exact upgrades you're looking for, figuring out how to make the most of what you do have is a part of the charm. And when you combine that with the weapon aspects that significantly change how each weapon plays, every run ends up feeling fresh, fun, and exciting. I'm also a big fan of how boons are designed in this game. Each god has a unique gimmick that encourages you to build around a specific playstyle, which makes your choices feel more meaningful. On top of that, the dual boons really shine, allowing abilities from different gods to synergize in powerful ways, turning your build into something cohesive rather than just a collection of random upgrades. Visually, the game is absolutely stunning. The lighting, shading, and effects really elevate Supergiant's already distinct art style, making every area and encounter feel alive. And the soundtrack ties it all together perfectly, adding so much energy and atmosphere to each run. As for what I don't like, honestly, there's very little. I do have a few minor issues with parts of the story and some character arcs not feeling as complete, and there are moments where certain boons feel noticeably stronger than others. But those are small criticisms in the grand scheme of things. Overall, Hades 2 delivers an incredible, polished, and complete experience that easily justifies its price. Hades 2 is an incredibly polished and content-rich roguelike that builds on everything that the first game did right while expanding it in meaningful ways. The combat is smooth, responsive, and endlessly replayable with deep build variety thanks to weapons, boons, arcana, and all the different systems that interact with each other. Each run feels different and the game constantly pushes you to experiment, adapt, and improve. On top of that, the pacing is excellent. The progression system is rewarding, the crossword hub gives you a strong sense of long-term growth outside of each run, add in the strong bosses design, engaging story, progression, and Supergiant's signature art style, paired with phenomenal soundtrack, and it all comes together into a complete experience that's hard to put down. While there are a few minor drawbacks, such as some character arcs feeling less fleshed out and a bit of imbalance between certain boons, they don't take away from the overall experience in any meaningful way. At the end of the day, Hades 2 delivered exactly what you want from a sequel. More depth, more systems, and more reasons to keep playing. It's easily one of the most addictive and well-crafted roguelikes out there, absolutely worth your time. Well, that's it. Let me know if you guys are picking up Hades 2 for Xbox and PlayStation now that the game is out on all systems. And if you have played already, let me know what was your best build. Like and subscribe for more roguelike content.